Hi guys, it's Ayagirl. I was going to do a video today on, obviously, my dollies. Here's my girl that I did the box opening for. I found my last remaining MSD wig, which I didn't get rid of because it used to fit one of my SD girls. And so that will be her temporary wig. She's so adorable, guys. So getting her really inspired me to do this video about my old doll collection. So I actually found a very old footage that I made about 4 years ago. A video which I never posted, I didn't do anything with. I had planned to do a video and I just never did it. So I thought it'd be fun. I'm gonna probably put it in this video. And I guess I should kind of get on with what this video is about. I am doing a video about my old doll collection and my old dolls and the dolls I've bought and gone through. So first, I was just gonna quickly go through the dolls that I have bought in the past. The very first doll I ever got was an Obitsu. And I bought her when I did not know anything about dolls. I didn't know the whole difference between resin or vinyl. I knew somehow I knew something about them being called like dolphies, but I didn't really understand it at all. So I went on eBay and I typed dolphy, and then BJD like Obitsu came up. And she was about $200 back then. So I ordered her from a dealer. I don't remember what dealer. And yeah, I opened her up and I was actually really disappointed. She was really taller and skinnier and she had no face up. So I just kind of had her sitting there. I was really bad at sewing. I didn't have any clothes. I ended up sort of just giving up on her. I put her away in a box. So then a little bit later I took her back out and oh, this is bad, but the very first face up I ever did consisted of not chalks and pastels, but like paint and Sharpie. It was horrible. It was horrible. And yeah, but later on I ended up putting her away and I just totally forgot about the whole doll hobby. I didn't even bother thinking about it. About 3 years later, I got back into looking at pictures and stuff and I found a company called Angel of Dreams, and they had resin dolls. I was looking a little more into it now. And I bought Angel of Dream Wangzi off of a dealer on eBay. I think it was Jeremiah or something. He's well known. It was legit. I can't remember if it was him, but it was somebody on there, but they were very legit. And it took a while to come in. I was surprised because Obitsus are pretty quick. But oh man, when I opened him up, he was beautiful. And I fell back in love with the hobby. And I did more research and I absolutely, making sure I'm still focused, loved him so much, and I would never sell him, and he was awesome. And then of course, you know what, you can't have one, so it took me a while to let my husband buy one, and that was only $200. That's peanuts now for a doll. But I ended up getting my second doll, which was a doll leaves, shoot, I'll post pictures and names if I forget the names while I'm talking. And he was also MSD sized, and he was very different looking. He had kind of like the squinty, sort of sleepy eyes, but I really liked him. But I didn't like him as much as my first doll. And then, of course, you can't have two dolls, so I got another doll, and also MSD. I think my third doll was actually Resin Soul Song, Yes, Resin Soul Song. And I loved him. He was really nice. And this is when I started actually doing face-ups, because he was the first doll I got with no, well, he had a face-up, it was a company face-up, but it wasn't very good. So, yes, the first face-up I wiped off was my Resin Soul Song. And I was not very good at doing face-ups, as you can see. I think that's the first face-up I did on a resin doll. He had probably around 4 face-ups. Yes. Anyway, so after him, all right, and then after Resin Soul, so I ended up getting another Resin Soul, and that was the Resin Soul Tang. Now this was the first doll I did not like the moment I saw him. That sounds so horrible. I loved his body. He had an amazing body. But the face, I did not like it. So I actually did my first mod on the Resin Soul Tang, I think. I modded his nose. I got really experimental. I tried to dye him dark, tan, I think. And, oh no, yeah, tan, and it didn't work. The dye did not take. I don't know what I did wrong. Still to this day, I refuse to try dye a doll again because I can never make it work. So yeah, then I ended up just trying to like him. I turned him into like this gothy guy, as you can see. And he looked kind of cool, but I wanted to get rid of him. So he was also my first doll I ever sold. So I ended up selling him, and so at this point I have 1, 2, 3 dolls again. Oh yes, I ordered a girl. She was a with doll. I'll put the names down because I don't remember. She was in tan skin. And I think it was Angela. She was very pretty. And she was very beautiful. But even at this point, I was not very careful about the sun. And she got very, I don't know if the, with doll, their resin's still the same. I think she was like UV or something. No, she wasn't UV. Like French tan or something, but her skin got very yellowed, like really bad, and she got a chip in her knee. But I had her for a while. Anyways, all right, so timeline. There is no way I can remember when and where I got each doll, but yes, I had a big run of buying and selling dolls, and buying dolls just because they're cheap, finding a head on eBay that was like extra from the seller, and then having to buy a body. So I was buying like Miro doll bodies and doing hybrids, and yeah, it was just complete insanity. I don't know if it's a stage in the hobby where you just want to buy as many dolls for as cheap as possible. Has anybody else like suffered from this symptom? So yeah, after I had done a lot of this, I was just like, I'm done. I want to get rid of the dolls I don't like and only buy dolls that I really, really want. I'd rather sell 5 dolls and buy 1 really nice doll. I think that's when I bought my first SD doll, and that would be my dragon doll, Quimbai. I did a body review him. He was my first SD doll. I've had him for a long time. And that was when I started to fall in love with the SDs, because I was like, what? Just the difference between everything. Just the size was like, wow, this is awesome. And of course then I wanted more big dolls, but big dolls are more expensive. So I had a lot of dolls at this point, but I wanted to change my collection. I wanted the SD size. So throughout this time, I ended up selling almost all of my small dolls. And I think the second SD doll that I bought was a hybrid. I did a hybrid. So I bought a ring doll head, and then I had the April Story body, which was really the most beautiful looking body ever, but the posability was horrible. This was also the point where I was like, posability matters a little bit, but I didn't care that much. So I've discovered while trying to make this video that it is impossible for me to figure out all the dolls I've had, and I don't want to bore you to death, so I thought this would be a good time for me to show a clip of a very old video I did of my collection. And then obviously I have another video already up of what my collection is right now. So yeah, I'm gonna show that clip, and then you can kind of see like what my crew was like at one point. And I find it very interesting, and through this process of looking at old pictures, I have a lot of regrets, which I thought I didn't have, but I see pictures of my old dolls and I'm like, oh, I miss them. But it's fine because everything's good and we move on with life. So I'm just going to play this video for you guys. Thanks. Here are my awesome dolls. Here is my awesome daughter. And here is my crazy son, wrapped in a blanket. The dog. And a tiny cute cat. So first let's start with, we got, I just forgot his name. Alex, and he is a Doll Leaves Maya. I have his twin brother on the way. Here is our rune, Illusion Spirit, Zhu Qing. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I tried. Zhu Qing. And here we go, another Doll Leaves. I really like Doll Leaves. And his name is Evan, and he is a Doll Leaves Kira. Here's my little friar. And if we look over here, we got my first resin boy I ever bought, and I love him to death, and I will never get rid of him no matter how yellow he goes. And his name is Christopher, and he is an angel of dreams, Wang Zi. Oh, here's my scary girl. She's pretty grumpy usually. Her name's Marshmallow. People call her Marshy. Where's my guy? If we look over here, we got a Lung Soul Evan head on a Mirror Doll hybrid body, and his name is Aaron. He's pretty laid back. Got lots of issues. Let's look up here. Whoa! There's Matthew.
Did you know where
I call him Mr. Floppy because he desperately needs to get strung.
in the kitchen?
And he is a Ring Doll K on an April Story body. I love him. He needs some work. Nice boots. Let's go down here. Do 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 do. Ah, there he is, Jefferson. He is a Dragon's Doll Queen Vi. Could be also saying that wrong. Please don't make fun of me too much. And he's a little bit of a jerk, but everyone loves him anyways. Not sure why. Do 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 do. There we go. Those are all my boys and one girl at the moment. I have a little USD coming in the mail, Doll Love. Can't wait till she gets here. Wait, I missed one. We better go find her. She's over here. Let's take a trip down my crazy house. It's a bit of a mess. There she is. My very first ball jointed doll. Not resin. She is Nobitsu. No idea what sculpt. She has kind of been destroyed a bit, but I still love her, and is my newest little guy. Look at how cute he is.
He
And
never
there's
let you
him by my other
finger.
USD girl. Just little toes. Look at those toes.
Mommy, I want to also fingers.
This is all my dolls
Here's the fingers.
so far. Actually got.
For real.
So yeah, I find that in this hobby there seems to be like waves of things. Like it's like when you first start the hobby, you're like, I want a doll. That's your goal for a doll. And then once you get that doll, you realize, wow, these are beautiful. I need another doll. And then it doesn't stop. Even if you tell yourself, oh, I am gonna have this many, it doesn't work. You always end up selling something, reshelling something. It never ends. This hobby doesn't end. So if you don't want to spend money, don't be in this hobby. So yeah, part of the way for me was buying dolls, and then just like trying to buy as many dolls as I can for a cheap amount of money, realizing I had too many dolls that I didn't love, selling dolls, desperately trying to sell dolls to buy different ones, and it goes on. And then buying dolls because they're on sale, and then selling them again. And now I'm at the point where I want a few fun dolls that don't need to be part of, just cute. And I only want, like, even now I might cut down because I find that I don't know who to cut, but I don't know, just guys, this hobby is killing me. I want to give advice to a newbie. Do not say, I am going to buy a doll, but I will not spend more than $200. So you're like, I only have $200. You can save. It is so much better to wait, save up, wait, and buy what you actually want. Because in the end, if you buy something just because it's cheap, or just because that you think that's the only one you can afford, you will end up selling it, losing money, and then end up buying the one you want in the end anyways. So save yourself some money, wait, be patient, and buy what you want. I wish I would have done that when I started this hobby, because I've gone through so many dolls. And you know what? None of the ones I bought were really popular sculpts, so I always lost money. And it sucks. So don't do that. Anyways, guys, I think this video has been massively long and stretched out and probably boring. But I don't know. I hope it's kind of interesting, and I really do hope that, yeah. So anyways, if you think you're going to buy a doll and that's all you're going to do, good luck. It's not going to happen. And if you have done that, you are very special, because not very many people can do that. So guys, thanks for watching my long video. And I have to show her again. Oh, she keeps tilting her head up and it looks weird when she does that. She has to be exactly the right, like, look at this little profile. I can't wait to get her wig. You're gonna see her in a lot of my videos. I know. I'll make her some more outfits too, because you can't just have one outfit. Whoops. You can't just have one outfit. Anyways, guys.